2024 to order. Sandra, will you call the roll, please, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Mr. Rick Hall.
Here.
Superintendent William Coe.
Here.
Dr. Anita Herron.
Here.
Dr. Michael McDonald.
Here.
Mrs. Claire Maxwell.
Here.
Judge Steve Daniel. Mayor Joe Carr.
Here. Thank you, Sandra. We have our vice chairs out, but Ms. Maxwell has reviewed the minutes. Ms. Maxwell, have you found the minutes to be in order?
I have found them to be in order,
And
and I make a motion to approve these minutes.
thank you. We have a motion to approve. Do you have a second? We have a second for Mr. Hall. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. The minutes stand approved. Thank you very much. Ms. Duke, thank you. Oh, we have anybody for public? No, we don't.
No.
Public comments. Ms. Duke, you're now recognized. Thank you.
All right, so for our open positions, and this was as of this morning, we may actually have, did you hear back from the young lady that had, no? Okay, so it is up to date. We currently have one female full-time position for detention officer open, and we have two part-time educational assistants openings. And right now, we do not have any, one out on leave.
So one full-time, two part-time?
That's correct.
And how long has the full-time been open?
So,
Approximately, you don't have to be exact.
well, we had them filled shortly before Christmas, and then we lost some, and so it,
Oh, I see. It's a kind of a revolving door kind of
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Okay. Great. Any other questions for Ms. Duke? Seeing none, without objection, we'll accept. Data report.
okay, in front of you, you have information regarding the young people that we have detained as of today. We have 7 youth from Rutherford County, 2 from Gibson, 1 from Lauderdale, 2 from Madison, 3 from Sumner, and 1 from Wilson, for a total, as of this morning when this was printed, of 16. And if I am able to, if you have any specific questions about this information, I'll happily answer it.
Questions for Ms. Duke, and I'll give you a second to review.
We did. We just left out because I was chasing everything else so we could find it.
Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, with no objection, we'll accept the data report. Thank you, Ms. Duke. Educational Services, item number 6.
So in front of you, you have our educational information for the month of November. This is, there's not necessarily anything on here that stands out. I will say that one of our volunteers did bring in addition to the Thanksgiving meal that we get from the Correctional Work Center, they brought in a meal for all of the staff and the children from Cracker Barrel, and so everybody was very pleased and happy to get that. But if you have any specific questions about education, I'll answer those as well.
I have a question.
All right.
And I think you've answered this before, so my apologies. During that period of the school year where public schools are on holiday break, I guess, what do y'all do there in that regard, if anything?
So we can also be on a break, if you want to look at it that way. We increase our programming, which is going to be some of the funner things that the kids enjoy, increased volunteers, more manipulative, stuff like that. But if we have somebody that is on target or on track to get credits or to finish up a section that they're working on, they're able to do that as well.
So you essentially use that period off that the public school system has for the Christmas holiday season as an opportunity to either accelerate, catch up, or you have a lot of flexibility is the point.
Yes.
It's good to know.
And it was helpful in this particular holiday season because we were down the 2 EAs, so we were able to get a little more office time as well and let our volunteers
Okay.
kick in a little extra.
Thank you. Any questions for Ms. Duke on the education report? Seeing none, without objection, we'll accept. Item 7, review of out-of-county documents. Those are in front of you, I believe.
So I was asked to bring the information last month to the table regarding this particular young person, and I have redacted any information that I believe was confidential. The facts are still available, and then I also included the 2 main, not all, but the 2 main TCA codes that would be associated with it for your review.
Yeah, so I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes to review this, because I know it was a subject that came up last month.
So this was the question we had that I had with Judge about having him being detained for maintaining a dwelling for drug use.
Right.
That was one of the charges.
Yes. This is that same individual.
It is
Yeah.
correct.
Right.
Does he even own that?
I believe that was a shared residence with a relative.
Okay.
So, Nick, thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
We're reviewing the petition from the Sumter County Juvenile Court about a particular child, and I think at the last meeting, to catch you up, there was a question about authority, and that it's an issue that's been addressed a number of times here. And I assume that you've seen this, but I'm gonna give this to you.
It's okay. I got it late last week. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So we're just the committee's now reviewing that, just because we didn't have this
Sure.
information before, and of course it's been redacted and this kind of thing. So that's where we're at.
Thank you.
So I want to get this straight. The defendant in this case administered 2 doses of Narcan to another juvenile
That's
in an effort to revive them from what was apparently some type of overdose. Am I reading that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I would probably take this information and digest it, and then if you have any questions, you can contact my office, and Len and I can speak with y'all if you have any questions about it.
Thank you. So
Yes, sir.
your guidance would be, to review it, then
If you have any-
communicate with you directly. in that
And
regard.
Ms. Duke, yeah, we're happy to talk to you about
Okay.
it. Is there any objection to that? Seeing none, thank you, Nick.
Yes, sir.
That is the appropriate response, and my apologies. That's actually correct. With that, is there any other out-of-county documents we need to review? Without objection, that we conclude item 7, we'll go to item 8.
There was just a couple questions last month about terms, and I had received this from the county mayor's office, and I wanted to share it with everybody so that you would know, if you're interested, about when your terms expire. I believe this is the most updated information that we have.
I do have a question. Nick, I recall when this board was formed that initially with 7 members, 3 were to had coterminous terms, and the 4 members had a coterminous terms, but on different.
They're staggered.
Yes, sir. This has 5 and 2.
I think that at some point subsequent to the original formation, there was amendments that were done to the private act that added 2 additional board members.
Okay, that's, you're correct. So initially, the board structure was 5.
Correct.
And then we added 2 to make 7, but the private act didn't structure the other 2 to, one to be on one term cycle and the other be on the other term cycle. So now we've got 5 and 2 as.
I'm not sure where this document came from.
Came from Ms. Duke, and
Yeah.
that is the research she did about the expiration of terms with the various board members.
Even I didn't even know. I knew I re-upped, but I didn't know it was for 1 year or 2 years.
Okay. I'm not sure without having the private act in front of me, Mayor.
Yeah, and so I'm looking for clarification. That's fine. I think you've explained it.
Okay.
I think what happened is the private act put 2 new board members on, and their terms were coincided with each other and the other 3 that were already on the board. So that was why we got 5 expiring in 2025 and 2 expiring in 2026.
Okay.
And my understanding was it's supposed to be 3 and 4, and just it's not a big deal. It was more of an explanation.
Right. And I'm happy to look to confirm that this is correct.
I'm not sure it's with that kind of effort. If the board wants you to look at it, you can.
Okay.
The chair does not.
I can just get with Ms. Duke on it.
Yeah, do that. Are there any questions about that? Is the board concerned at all that we have 5 and 2 expiring? Because it's just here there are 7 members.
7 counting you.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And so my term expires with my term as mayor.
Okay. I get it now.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything is there anything to change here, ladies and gentlemen?
I've got clarification. I'm on for 2 more years.
If everybody's okay, I'm okay. But if we do want to change it, then this board can make that recommendation back to steering, and they can adjust the private act. That would be the process, would it not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's why I think we're bringing it to everybody's attention. Dr. Herron, you got knitted eyebrows.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
No, because I just think that 1 year term, so 1 year it'll be 3 and 3 and then 4 and 2. It'll end up being, because of the 1 year term person.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
Good.
Without objection, we'll accept. Any other business? Lynn's got other business.
I did
Why
want
does that not
to,
surprise
my
you?
staff wanted to publicly thank Dr. Herron because she also was good to us during.
It was it was from the board.
It was your initiative, Dr. Herron. So you deserve particular thanks, so thank you.
Okay.
Don't be a Grinch.
No.
Yeah.
Is that
Don't
sound
be a
familiar?
meaning group.
Yes, what he
So
said.
many groups. So.
Thank you. Any other business? Without objection, we are adjourned. Thank you.